I smell me a nuka shine. Let me just put that in my embalming chamber and... Oh, wow! Now that is a drink. Excuse me. Here's the report. Quality rating, blissful. Side effects, illness, addiction, permanent brain damage. You know, the list goes on. It's not great, but you get the idea. Your customers will be raving if you serve this drink. What? I don't know. But do not sweat the details. Would you come back tomorrow and help me with my daily quality test? I got plenty more recipes to try out. Any drinks you need me to test? My imbibing chamber's always open. My imbibulation chamber is feeling... It's feeling empty. Or is that my combobulating unit? Sorry.
years of living, learning, and breathing Vault Tech. Graduating with honors in the Overseer track. Dad was so proud. Came out even though he was already so sick. I must have impressed the right people because I was offered the next available Overseer slot. I had just graduated. It was supposed to take years. Maybe they knew the war was inevitable. When I learned that 76 was going to be built, I was so excited I jumped right out of my chair and did a little dance around the living room. Appalachia would be safe, no matter what happened. Evan chose that moment to propose. A luckhead. He knew I wouldn't say no after hearing the news. He knew me better than anyone. Dad died a few months after Evan and I moved in together. He really wanted to walk me down the aisle. Well, I didn't really get to walk down there either, so... I think it's time I went home. I owe Evan that much.
Dr. Harrison. The Vox Interpreter program is now running. Stand by for today's data assignments. Valid Vox interpretation banks loaded. Ensure you maintain the minimum transmission distance from the Dart while you collect the requisite amount of Vox data per sample. Happy hunting.
Don't run too fast around here. Never thought I'd live in a treehouse. Thought I'd find a real family.
I hate this misty, foggy crap. Real ass view up here. Shame about the skiers.
interpreter subject detected. Transmission initiated.
I am scary. Be afraid of me. This thing is making it easy for me to find food today. Are you scared? Am I scary? What about now? Stop moving. Want to eat you. You smell like food. I was not in the mood to play, but I am now. This food is fun to play with.
Vox transmission received successfully. Valid Vox interpreter subject detected. Transmission initiated.
This is fortunate for me. Stop fighting me, food. Die, food. I am big and scary. I want everything to fear me. Are you scared? Am I
Vox transmission received successfully.
is now. Information. Good luck. Running diagnostics. Malfunction reconfirmed. BBS unit Boomer. Still immobile. Precinct unrisked.
Forbidden delights, come have it all, right here in Atlantic City.
Hey, you got a great voice, lady. Wish I could stay awake to hear it.
Excuse me? Just who do you think you're speaking to?
Shut it, Connie. Your own is starting to crack.
I got the right to say what I mean. Your fancy jazz is putting me to sleep.
Really? Now I don't know what indignities you and this country thrift store are forced to survive out here.
Hey, I scavenged these threads from Charleston landfill, fair and square.
You're living in a bubble, lady. The wasteland ain't no place for some schnazzy pre-war nightclub.
Get out of my club! Get out! Out!
Oh, jeez Louise. You don't have to tell me twice.
By the way, your singing sucks anyway.
Ah, the nerve!
Well, that was embarrassing. Welcome to the Rose Room. Anything to drink? I apologize on behalf of my mother. We'll have enough trouble getting people in here without her immediately scaring them away. To be honest, this is more turnout than I expected. Which is welcome, of course. I mean, I just hope the rest of them are friendly. Anything to drink? That would be a beer. Because stock was on me, just behind the other 100 things on my to-do list that nobody else is doing. Sorry, it's not your job to hear me complain. It's your job to relax, have a drink, and enjoy the music. So, what can I help you with? Yeah, I really could. My mom thought we weren't going to have any trouble tonight, but the crowd I've seen so far, I have my doubts. Big ones. If you feel inclined, could you keep an eye out? Maybe, if it's necessary, handle a fight? But keep a low profile about it so Mom doesn't freak out. I'd really appreciate it. Really? You mean it? Go ahead and join the audience. If nothing happens, then, you can enjoy the show just like everyone else. I hope that's the case, but, you know, better safe than sorry. And thank you. I do really appreciate the help. What's your pleasure?
Hello, folks. Rowdy looking bunch out there. Well, as I say, there's no better cure for a long day than some snazzy tunes. Sit back and enjoy.
I can't listen to this baloney no more. Let's light this place up.
God damn it! Everyone stop! You see me give the goddamn signal?
What the hell was that?
No. Got more blood in this building. You got fight left in you.
We live to fight another day.
What in God's name is happening?
They were simple instructions. How hard is it to follow simple instructions?
Oh, hello. Fine day today, isn't it?
Vincenzo, why is my audience dead?
Why don't you ask this guy before he croaks?
I mean, really. What does on my...
Use my time wisely, please.
Well, screw you. But thank you. It was simple. Wait for all the Russos to be in the room together. Sure, almost makes me happy to be put out of my freaking misery. Wouldn't you?
whoever it was. They're wasting their time sending you all this way.
Hey, I told them the same thing, lady. Starting to think they wanted to get rid of me, too.
Vincenzo, what did you do?
What? Really? You of all people are gonna point your finger at me?
Guess every one of you nutsos has a reason to be afraid of payback from Atlantic City. Sleep tight, Russos. I may not be the last to come for you.
Just nonsense is all it is. We can't let them scare us.
We don't know who they are to begin with.
Don't act like you're above all this. For all we know, someone at City Hall has it out for you.
I can't even begin to tell you how little you know about me and City... Shit, Abby, are you okay?
Get away from me. They know. I thought I covered my tracks. They're gonna come back. They're gonna...
What are you talking about?
She's got the shakes. Could be she's danced with the devil.
You're my own mom. Don't talk to me like...
Crap. I think you're right.
Those who fancy themselves part of the Atlantic City High Life have access to a special intoxicant. They drink the devil's blood. I should have paid more attention. Must be the stress of the move got to her.
You say that now. All of this was your idea. We're so busy dealing with your problems, there's no room for anyone else.
Is that really how you feel, Vincenzo?
Yes, it is 100% absolutely how I feel.
After everything I've done for us, everything I've sacrificed. Unbelievable.
Sorry about all this. I was right to expect trouble, just not this much of it.
Get away.
I really appreciate that. Just, please go talk to my mother for me. It was a bad time to set her off. Right now, we just need to figure out how to help Abby.
It's so cold.
Yeah, tell me about it. Mom's obsessed with the two of them so preoccupied. That leaves me to jerry-rig everything to get... Thank you.
They're gonna come for me.
Opening night is a failure. I offer drinks, games, music, more excitement and luxury than this dreary mountain range has ever seen, and what do I get? An audience full of hitmen, a strung-out daughter, and an unappreciative son! Just ridiculous! Nothing makes sense anymore! Welcome to my life. Nothing has gone right since the bombs, and that's a damn long time to make the show go on. Of course he does. And I'd like one thing in the last 20 years of my life to count as a success. Is that so much to ask for?
Must have left something.
Fine. I'll come downstairs and help. The extra moment of peace isn't worth delaying the inevitable. But it's not like I'll be able to do anything anyway. Do me one favor first. Go upstairs and let my husband Antonio know.
What was that?
Well, pleasure to meet you. Welcome to the Russo's Haven. How do you like the festivities? Blood of the devil? Now, that doesn't sound like something anybody should be drinking. Me? Oh, I'm right as rain. Hitman? My daughter. Oh, you know, I still remember catching little Abby with a pack of candy pilfered from the convenience store. So clever. Yeah. And so stubborn. I never thought that she would, were we talking about somebody? Going already?
They're gonna come for me. Surely there's some way we can help her. Wet towel.
You're back. Look, I've done some thinking. Devil's blood is highly addictive, and withdrawal is dangerous. Could even be fatal. We're hundreds of miles away from anyone who knows what to do about it.
A doctor's not good enough anyway.
Correct. And the only way to get say...
Where did I screw up?
That's... I need to ask you something crazy. But my sister is in trouble. I did say it was crazy. It'd be a bat. You're not... Please.
Evelyn Rousseau, nursing sheep vodka in a
Gotta love getting stuff for free. Think those settlers
aren't you? You know.
If you ever find yourself in a bind, you can always call
supplements for every lifestyle. No prescription required. Medicinal or recreational. Electroshock therapy is available upon request. New patient detected. Commencing introduction. We have Kim. Welcome to Bespoke, the finest tailoring in Appalachia. Not that that's saying much.
Historian, sir, we have sabers, swords, muskets, rifles.
Please refrain from theft, looting, assault, murder, or
You hang around those raiders? I want nothing to do with it.
As I've said, Mrs. Russo, the facilities are available to responders and refugees.
I am responding to a need to save an addict from the terrifying consequences of indulgence. I suppose your charity doesn't extend to dirty junkies. Is that it?
As it stands, I have no way to verify your story. Had you a prior relationship with us, or the victim was present for our medical staff to...
Prior relationship? So this is a refuge ruled by nepotism, is it?
I deeply apologize for the commotion, darling. We do strive to make every visit to the White Spring a pleasant one.
Finally, you've arrived. I was resigned to having to convince this lunatic that my daughter is dying all by myself.
Do you know this woman? Ah, wonderful.
I believe an apology is in order.
Apologies are ordered to those who deserve them. Nonetheless, it behooves the refuge to help those in need. Perhaps you could provide more coherent details regarding this woman's conundrum. We've heard the name. The stories place it as something rather more dangerous than your average chem.
The High is legendary, reserved for the upper crust of idiots who live in America's playground and still manage to get bored.
It is your daughter we're talking about helping, right?
Oh, give Abigail a break. The move has been stressful for her.
In that case, you will be happy to hear that the leaders of Atlantic City are sponsoring travel for visitors. You might speak to Mr. Jeremiah Hopkins about it, if you haven't already. He has a booth out in the common area, beside the stage. So long as you're willing to provide assistance to the locals during your travels, you may fly to Atlantic City whenever you'd like.
Incredible.
You're great. Now I'm afraid... Excuse me.
It baffles me how you're... Wonderful. I'll be having a drink at the bar until...
Excuse me! Sorry to interrupt you. I just heard you were going to Atlantic City and It's not safe there. There's a monster. I saw it.
You're not mouthing off about some Jersey... My parents told me that story when I was a child to scare me into submission. Well, it didn't work. And no Jersey...
It's real, They're siphoning its blood and turning it into a drug.
Marketing tactics. What would you name a chem that's supposed to be the ultimate temptation? Would you call it innocent angel milk? Siphoning blood. No sensible business person would put in all that effort, even if the Jersey Devil was real.
Loud tourists, low-tier entertainers, showgoers on their way home from the pier.
The perfect cover story to disappear anyone inconvenient.
Long ago, a woman known as Mother Leeds cursed her 13th child. When she gave birth to the child one stormy night in the Pine Barrens, it transformed into a winged devil and flew off into the night. It's been tormenting Jersey residents ever since. At least I warned you. Keep your eye.
Yes, I'll be there in just a minute. Let me just make at least 2 tequilas. Oh, you would think in a city people could find a civilized place to relieve themselves. Oh. Very funny. There's more The best bet I can give you is a fellow named Stanley Soriano. He spends all his free time at the High Rollers Lounge in the Neapolitan Casino. Stan is a weak link. Make him feel important, and he'll serve up practically anything on a silver platter. Don't wait up for me.
Never have a kid. Mine keeps asking, "Oh, Pa, can I wax someone like you?" Bite-sized little mobster.
Be honest. Do I look like a think the Munis really have everything? What's a plant gonna do? Throw at me? I love your vacation wear.
Yet. A word of advice. Any wise guy who starts trouble around here ain't really wise.
This place
Let us know if you run into one.
Paradise. Closest we're gonna get after the war.
With all this free time and no working television.
Place in AC. Why those Munis want to stay in their gross little hovel is beyond me. The High Rollers Lounge has an I could double. Don't get it.
Still no
You
luck.
been eating that slop
We
the
should get out and
Marines are
clear my
feeding you?
head.
The Quintinos here has actual edible food.
Closest we're gonna get.
So, this city's run by a circus,
Beat it.
the Godfather,
I'm not your
and
tour
a
guide.
bunch of...
How come the building's so got a basic electricity and cut or something?
Think I'll head down to the... show. You know, one thing I don't miss. Right. Seen once in...
Always wins, eh?
Not tonight, it doesn't. I've got my lucky charm.
My pa was a millionaire, and his pa before, and his pa before.
Royal flush again? You must have the angels on your side, my friend.
You mean you don't see it, Stan? He's playing you. Ain't nobody got that kind of luck.
Oh, come on. You know I'd never play you, Stan. You're the man. You know what I love most about you, Stan? How much faith you put in your friends.
This is ludicrous.
Oh, now what you gonna do that for? You really think he was playing me?
Come on, Stan. 3 royal flushes in a row? Now, you grab that cash and take care of your family. I'm headed out.
You looking at something?
Payday's become a myth.
Always a shame when you think someone's got your back and turns out they're just playing you. But hey, crazy things happen all the time. Just last week, someone was saying that special chips worth double, but they looked exactly the same. Now, what was the deal with that, huh? At least put some gold flecks on them or something.
Can't believe that rat ran out on us.
Whoa there! Now, I can hook you up with all kinds of cats. But as for the blood, what makes you think a nobody like you should get access to Atlantic City's most sought-after camel?
Mayor Taft fancies himself the leader of AC.
Yeah, every junkie on the street's got an important reason. That's why we gotta keep it out of their hands. Devil's blood is for those who can handle it. Contribute to the city, become an influence, show you're capable. The blood is your reward. Well, since you're so keen on helping Stan, maybe there is something you could do for me. You know why I spend my time in the High Rollers Lounge? Ambition. I'll give you a chance to help me find it. take some... This is a daily ritual, you see. That you will. And we... This is the high road.
This is the most happening place in AC. Why those munis want to stand there close to the Bibles beyond me.
This is the most happening place in AC. Why those munis want to stay?
Look, Sal tampering with the slots again. That grifter's gonna ruin our reputation.
How come the munis want so much? What, you gotta pay the electricity or something?
Who's San Antonio is big. You're not a high roller, so scram.
So, how'd it go? What? Tampered with? Looks like I may need to find a different lucky slot. I've seen other ones with screwdrivers in them. I gotta... See, it's like someone's trying to ward people off of them. Keep away from the winners. Nah, thanks for the assistance. Playing even... And I'd say it makes you ready for it. But first, provide service for the family, and you'll be rewarded. Cross the family, and you end up on our hit list. See, a young showman known as Zabe stole some blood from our stores a few nights back. He's got a show on tonight, and those who don't respect our rules don't get to live freely. You want the blood? Then that show don't go smoothly. And Zaid gets the message to never even dream about stealing from us again. Warfin? Nah. The only way you get asked, Zaid had a friend on the inside. One who's... Sounds like we have an understanding. That's your best shot at getting access to Zaid. I'll meet you outside.
Wonder how long it'll be before the Don shows his mug again.
Go head down to the pier and catch a shower.
entertained? Well, tonight, as our lucky 13th customer, you will get all of that and more for free. Congratulations. And you, these heads, we may be... the show simply cannot start. If only I had a flower for you.
Surprise! I'm your new best friend.
Oh, I just can't wait to make it.
It's the soul that's oversized, not the shoe.
Waiting around will be the death of me.
I just can't wait to make everyone laugh.
Dibbles? Is that finally you? Late on opening night? Who hired you? Was it me? We'll be served on a plate to the ravenous masses with their vicious, quivering jaws. Oh, get to the stage already! They await your opening act! I'm not ready yet. I can't be seen like this. Why are you asking me? Everyone knows an artist like her would never accept such a fate. Oh. Not just a show, a masterpiece, an indelible memory. Go now.
And now, for your opening act, please welcome to the stage the funniest, the wackiest, the most diabolical Star Clown! This zany jokester never shies from a good gag, even at their own expense. But why don't I let them show you what I mean? Fun fact, nothing stimulates a clown's appetite more than a hearty laugh. A hungry clown will prance and frolic to earn a mouthful of their favorite food, delivered with enthusiasm by their jovial leader. Please welcome this giggle of clowns to the stage and bear witness to their feeding frenzy.
Attention, citizens. Nuclear strike imminent. Please exit the area at your earliest convenience. Thank you for your cooperation.
That looks like it hurt. We'll be passing out warm towels to wipe any blood off. Let's give it up for our star clown!
You. What are you doing here? You followed me, didn't you? You better explain yourself. Help you? I have enough to worry about as it is. You weren't supposed to know about all this. There's no avoiding it now. I used to be the star around here. I deserve to have it back. That stage is mine. I'm taking it from this up-and-coming nobody to remind this city exactly what they lost. Or at least, that was my plan. You being here really puts a damper on things. I was the best singer in Atlantic City. Everyone wanted me. Then the world ended. And everyone changed. That Charlotte bitch started feeding them adrenaline in place of talent. I can't compete with a chemical reaction. My only chance to stay relevant was to join them. I became a showman. I put my act on a dangerous high-rise. Let people get off thinking they might see me topple to my death. But I have too much to live for. I was on wires the whole time. I fell one day and the jig was up. After that, the showman wanted my head. I need a chance to redeem myself. These people, they used to love me. They just need to be reminded of that. You and Vincenzo have that situation handled. This family has never needed me. Antonio was always busy, and Abigail followed him like a dog. Vincenzo handled everything around the house, but the crowd... They always loved me. Then you understand why... It's all I have. We Russos. We were a family once.
Is that Evelyn Russo? The disgrace? Oh! Mother has to hear about this! She's gonna send the whole city after you!
Wait! Come back here! Well, that throws all my plans out the window. For it, though, at least indoor. So, it's now. The final act of this little show involves the star clown, you, throwing knives at poor Zaid against a decorated backboard. There's an obvious option there if bloodshed... But we do know the showmen take cheating very seriously. And it just... puts a sour taste in my mouth, knowing exactly how that feels. I'll leave the job to you.
It's the soul that's oversized, not the shoe!
A night of heart-throbbing classics! Where would we be without them? For hundreds of years, art has risked heart, soul, life, and limb. So I close with one last visceral threat. The curve of blade to neck. tantalizingly close. Assistant! Master of laughs! Let loose! And don't you dare gut me! This? It isn't at all what it looks like. My costume. The layers! Oh! Oh, it's over! Mother! It's over! Oh my God! They all see us. Oh, I've got to get out of here! Where can I hide?
Who is that wearing my oversized shoes? You think just anyone can honk and giggle? You made me a punchline! Oh, ain't you brave? Funny bone! I'll twist your neck like a balloon!
Distinguished guests, clowns, and showmen, brace yourself for an unexpected encore! For this impersonating intruder cannot be allowed to leave unpunished. This is now an open-fire venue. Proceed calmly to the nearest exit, or grab your gun and join the fun!
I heard the news. Showmen are gonna have his head. Probably would have been nicer to cut off a limb or two. As promised, a taste of the devil himself. Now, don't you go blabbing about where you got it. Stan's got a tight ship to steer. Now, didn't I just say I got a tight ship to steer? Even if we did have such a doe snooping around the family, who finally got too damn entitled for her own good, I wouldn't tell you nothing about that. Hey, I told you. I don't know nothing about any little... Now don't you forget what's...
This city's run by a circus, the Godfather, and a bunch of underpaid city workers, and we're expected to believe they get along?
What was that?
Abigail is waiting for you.
Well, don't look at me. You're the one with the dose.
Tell me you have the dose. All right, Abby. Down the hatch.
Van? Mom? And... who are you again? Feels... nice. Mess? Oh, right. Guess I messed up pretty bad, huh?
This is just temporary. We need to find you a real solution. An antidote. You got into this, Abs. Do you know anything about getting off it?
Well, maybe Dad would have told me if he hadn't cut me out. But that's all water under the bridge, though. Everything's dandy now. We're in West Virginia. It's a new start. No more jobs, no more Dad. Everything's good. It has to be.
Dad. Thing is, I've tried to get answers from him about all kinds of things. But if he knows something about Devil's Blood, it has to still be in there somewhere. Maybe you'll have better luck than me. Look, I know it's awkward, but would you try talking to him?
Now, there's no use.
We?
Hell, I helped.
You helped? Why don't you tell me what Really?
Oh, I'll spill the beans. When I heard you had a way to fly to Atlantic City, to steal the stage and show them Evelyn Russo. But the showman found out before I could do anything, and it was all for the better. I don't know what possessed me. Going?
Are you crazy? When will you think about us for once? What you're leaving behind?
And when will you think about me? It's no use.
That's all you have to say? Whatever. Let's not argue about this right now. Hey.
Have you met my... Oh, it's you! Hey, don't be so hard on yourself.
Where is everybody? Does no one want to drink in these godforsaken hills? To dance?
Abby, if only I could have, Abby.
So what did Pop have to say? Anything comprehensible? Pop. So he's not totally gone. Well, that's reassuring. Well, if he won't help us... I agree. Ever since Abby mentioned Pop, I've been racking. I remember he would take business trips to the city center. That's government territory, so he told us he had a warehouse there. If he really was involved with Devil's Blood, though, maybe the family is keeping stock there. Glad you agree. Alright, we'll need to borrow that vertebrate. We'll fly into downtown, and I'll get us in contact with an old friend.
Mother Charlotte. More like Mother Charlotte 10. Her and all the goons. Don't you have somewhere else to be?
Okay, now that we're here, it's time to find Sloane. She used to patrol this area. Said if I ever needed... Alright, let's... That wasn't what I expected.
Didn't think I'd ever hear that whistle again, Vin. But it sounds as good as ever.
Thanks, Sloan. I bet you thought you were really boring.
You know I never wanted to be ridiculed in the first place, but... yeah, really did. It's always nice to see some friendly faces. Though I don't recognize yours. What brings you back to AC, Ven? You bringing me a new recruit?
I've come to ask you a favor. Remember those reports we used to get about the family snooping around our turf? We're here to find them.
The family? Steer clear of them, Ven. They're trouble. What has you looking for those gangsters anyway? Your new friend here drag you into this? A cure? I hope that doesn't mean what I think it means.
Abby's on Devil's Blood. We're here trying to find an antidote. I know the mob moves in and out of the district. Don't ask me how. It's the perfect place to hide chems. Tucked in a dangerous part of town, away from their precious casino, out of the spotlight. If they do have a warehouse here, maybe we can find a lead on a cure. Please, I need your help.
Vin, I'm so sorry. You know I want to help. But first, I've got my own problem to solve. I'm only out this way because my squad got scattered fighting Overgrown nearby. I'm still missing a lot of my people. I need to find them. But there's a lot of ground to cover.
Listen, you're our best bet for finding that warehouse. Let us help you. Together we can find your squad faster, and then you can repay the favor.
Really? Are you sure? Abby needs you.
Like I said, to help Abby, we need you. Plus, I can't just leave my old comrades to die.
If you insist, I won't turn you down. But I hope you aren't doing this out of some misguided sense of guilt. And what about you? You as good a Samaritan as Mr. Russo here?
You really must be new here. They creep over everything and everyone, devouring it all. They've always been out there in the Pine Barrens. It's our job to keep them out of the city proper, so the people here can enjoy... All right. I saw some of my cadets head down the road past your makeshift landing pad. Vin and I will take our own path and help out the rest. Meet us up the road. I have a hunch about where we... Good luck.
Thanks.
You're a hero.
Nice to know I haven't lost my touch. Oh, that brought back some memories.
Missing the good old days?
Oh, I don't miss the danger. But it does feel good to be a Muni again, even as a fill-in. Right. We need to search.
Abby, you should check down this alley. I don't...
If they're guarding a building off their usual turf... We'll hang back and...
There's no way.
It's true.
So how you gonna...
Hey, you.
Dallas guy. See? Unbelievable. You just walk into someone else's car. There's no way the $2 bill ever existed. What would you even use it for? We don't have a 2-cap.
That's right.
And this... Proof. That's no...
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
Look, that was a private conversation. Yes. Wading into the scummy pond water, taking the torch to endless nests of overgrown, it had meaning. I wasn't slinging cocktails for killers or working. I really felt like I was living, you know? Not shutting. So... Enough of... Really?
I think I know the building you're talking about. We received reports of people slinking around that area. But that was dumb of me.
used to use pipes like these to pump the water out of buildings and go hunting for salvage. But couldn't we reverse the flow? And use the pressure to flush the family out? With the right adjustments, we can blast enough water.
Now that you mention it, we did have an incident once where a newbie mixed up the valve order and blasted a bunch of overgrown to Kingdom Come.
Really?
It sounds kind of ridiculous, but
That's a risk. You'll just have to trust... Yes.
it's a good plan. If a municipal officer got caught assaulting a gangster... Before I go, though, I want to make you... Curing Abby takes precedence. We'll take you back. What do you think?
I knew this was coming. But my family needs me, desperately. If I'm not there for them, the problem... I need to think about...
I know you will. Think it through. Good luck.
Okay, come. These pumps are finicky. We'll need to turn the valves... The valves are marked with their numbers. I think the order should be 3, 2, 4, 1. That's right. Let's get in there. We did it. The plan worked. Okay, now we just... Before we do, though... Tell me something. Once we're all... It's my life we're talking about here. I didn't before. What would you do? That's a very... Maybe... You've given me some food for thought. Now, it looks like there's another floor to...
okay? I don't want any more trouble. Take what you want, but don't hurt me. Me? I'm Jean. I cook blood for the family. Not my first choice, but it has its perks. Wait, why am I answering your questions? Who are you? What are you doing here? Cure for Devil's Blood addiction? That info is what we call classified. You'll have to make me an offer better than the kneecaps I'll lose for telling you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, okay. Point taken, point taken. Look, I would if I could, okay? But I can't cook an antidote for Devil's Blood. Not with what I got here. I only use synthetic materials. Hate to talk down my own product, but, yeah, it's almost like knockoff stuff. Wasn't always that way. In the good old days, before I was caged up like a lab rat, we used a pure, organic compound. But times have changed.
But if you had that organic compound, you could create an antidote? Can't we get it for you?
Well, maybe if you could get it. Good luck with that. Even I don't know where it comes from. Only the original creator does. And he's long gone. Conchita Lombardi drove him into exile when she took power. Might have even whacked him by now. So unless you happen to know where Tony Russo is hiding out, you aren't getting your cure. Sorry, pal.
My father? Damn it, Pop.
Wait. Tony? Oh my god. Oh my god, you're Vinny? I really am losing my kneecaps.
Seems like we owe my father another visit. Senile or not. We have to get him to cough up some info if we want to save him.
Senile? Oh, kid! He was barking orders right up until he fled. Never a hint of forgetfulness. Oh, I won! He's been pulling the wool over your eyes, Finn.
Unless... I was pretty busy. Did I just take it? I'm not the only one who was fooled. But... that's... with everything else going on, maybe I was just... a defense mechanism, I suppose? Those hitmen from the Rose Room proved... You're right. Do whatever it takes. I know this was a lot. I'll meet you at home.
Find what you're looking for. So, if I help this thing, right, will there be a reward involved? Right! I forgot how generous you are, Antonio. Oh, goodness, good. I mean, hello again.
I've lost count of how many cigs I've smoked waiting for you to arrive. I managed to get everyone in one room. We need to confront my father. Good, because this way.
There's times I feel like I'm standing in a room full of strangers.
Hello, how are you? I haven't... Off? Dad? I can't say they would. How could I not be? We're in the most... You are a... Atlant... Never mind. Lost? In Atlantic... Sure. Abby? Why? I'm sure it's just... when? I ground her, but... Vincenzo is... When he grows... He takes it... Evan? But I saw... Roses! How did you know that? Are you... Question? Let me know. Have you met my daughter? Hello, how... Sure. Question? Look, in Atlantic... Oh. Well, before then, I made sure that the casino court... Never mind. Let me know. Oh, look, it's snowing. Hello. Oh. Yeah? How... Where in the... You are a... Atlantic? Before that, I made sure... Never mind. Let me... We met before. Hello, how... Look, in that... Sure. When he grows, he takes it. What? I'm sure it's... I'd ground... Question? Sure. Question? Or... How could I... Where in the... You are a... Atlant... Before that, I made sure that... Never mind what? Have you met my daughter? She's an honor roll student, true and true.
Back for more. Ugh. Something new. Don't say...
Feels like I'm sweating buckets here.
Oh, God, what now?